What's up to the young princess?
What's good,
It
bro? How was your? Yeah, I see it. How was your 4th of July?
was alright.
Yeah,
Fucking hot.
nothing caught on fire.
No,
I
it,
remember
it,
that
it
fat
was
ass
alright.
fire when we
Nothing
were
got
up there
caught on
last.
fire. It's nothing really. Oh, they shut shit downtown for a little while because of a gun
Yeah.
scare.
Oh
And
yeah.
somebody said there was a shooting, but there was no shooting. They got that shit shut down.
That's fucked up. Yeah, man. I'm just fucking chilling. Went to church this morning. Fucking shit. Fucking lasted a little longer than expected, and then we had to smash down to Stockton real quick and handle some shit. Had to go in the gas station and flip out on fucking the gas station dude for fucking selling my wife a fucked up ass leaf.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, it's like, bro, if somebody got something and they come here every day, bro, and they tell you that
Yeah, bro.
it's
Don't you
fucked
want to
up.
make sure you're trying to get them to good?
Yeah,
Like
bro. Put that shit in the back of the box and sell it to some fucking no that comes in fucking never. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for
don't be
real,
selling
bro.
shit
I'll
to
be
people
sitting
that
there
sell it
trying.
every day, bro.
I'm a daily, bro. You fit to try to play me out like that? What the
Yeah,
fuck,
no, that shit don't work,
bro?
bro.
Disrespectful right there, man. That's when you look them dead in the eye, bro, and you're like, bro, you already know you're dead ass wrong. Fuck.
And
Shit,
that's why I told so my other boy his shit was closed this morning, but I be telling him all the time when he be running out, I be like, I'm gonna go fuck with the Indians over at the AMPM. You don't cool out, cause he be running out, and I'm like, bro, you know I get one a day every day and two a day on the weekend. So if you ain't got enough to supply that for a 7 day adventure, right? So that's not you. You might as well have 10 packs a week in here. If you ain't got 10 packs and the box only comes with eight. So if you ain't got two boxes at all times, then you are not holding yourself up to my standard, bro. And I'm here, I'm motherfucker. I walk to your shit. So it's like at that point, if I'm walking to you, bro, you the one I'm coming to every day. I told homie, I said between me and my boy around the corner, bro, you fit to get rich being on this corner because we both work union and we both buy everything from that store. You know what I'm saying? So it's
right?
like we up in there every time we swipe in the card, it's fucking 30, $40. It's not like when
For
them
real.
fools come in with their little EBT real quick and go grabbing a couple little, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm up in there busting probably $500-$600 a week out of that store. You know what I mean?
yeah. What a pack of that fucking grab leaf fucking cost you?
550. 550. So I'll bust down. I'll get the grab up. I'll get the grab up for the 550, and then I'll get the three Mike and Ikes for $1, and then I'll get the 2 liter, which is fucking $5 now. And then the wifey get a fucking Red Bull, and then the kid get an aloe drink. You know what I'm saying? 20, $30 every time. And then I go to the other store that I'm talking about, the AMPM around the corner, every morning before work. So I get a leaf every morning from them before work, plus my fucking $35 a day in gas, plus my fucking drink and my gummy bears. You know what I'm saying? So that's for 45. That's a 45 bill every day. I go in there every morning. Like y'all motherfuckers catching $500-$600 a week out of me, bro. Come on.
For
Don't play
real.
me like that. Shit drives me nuts. And they don't give a fuck. It's just everyday shit. The
That's
way that
new.
those people look at it is
Oh,
like, well,
that
you
was
need
that in
it.
the fridge?
I don't need it. You need
Oh
it.
no.
So yeah, I'll straight up turn the fuck around and go somewhere else on a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You give me attitude while I'm in the store, bro. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck if I'm getting ready to run out of gas. You the only gas station on the side of the road, homie. You pop off at me when I come through your store. Like I need what you got. I go down the block, homie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody got what you got, bro.
Bro, I miss Abdul's Market, bro. I do.
Yeah, 100.
Abdul's, bro. You slide through Abdul's, bro. They got what you need, man.
But
Straight
I'm gonna
up.
tell you what. They sold that shit.
I know, long ago now.
And then the new cats that had it, they sold it too. So I was living right across the street from where your homegirl that got murdered lived on the backside. So So you guys were on this street, and if you go one left, I was on that street back there for like probably like 5 6 months when Lo first got pregnant, and we used to slide over. It was the same street that Abdullah's is on. So I lived
Yeah,
on the same street as Abdullah's, and y'all live one street over to the right. So when I was staying there, I used to go down there every day and get a sandwich, bro. They plug you with a little $2.50, bro. You get a little sandwich on a little roll, smacking, bro. And then they would bust out the fireworks. Them motherfuckers, bro.
Mhm.
4th of July, you go behind the counter, get the little fireworks packs. Like Abdullah's wasn't playing.
Yeah, I miss that, dude, bro.
You fuck around, they'll walk you in the back.
Man, I remember one time, bro. I was chilling up there. We was all chopping it up. Homie was kicking there, doing his thing,
Yeah,
right? So it was in the evening time. It was starting to get dark. Next thing
yeah,
you know, bro, this dude in a fucking ski mask run up in that bitch with a gun and tries to rob. Homie sitting behind the counter with Mohammed pulls out his gun.
yeah,
Muhammad pulls a gun out from underneath the register and says,
yeah,
"Bro, you really walked in the wrong place, man. This is the one time you get the pass. You can turn around and leave, or it's gonna get bad." And I'm
yeah,
standing there, and motherfucker, I'm just like, "Oh shit, oh shit."
And I'm sick and tired of him always being on his fucking phone lying to everybody about what a person I am.
Having a conversation with his cousin.
Yeah.
Why
Do they know the kind of guy he is?
Jesus Christ.
That he refuses to be a man?
Man, like I said, no
Will
filter.
not
Yeah,
work.
Who's she yelling at?
she
Who's she
yelling
talking
a bitch
about? You?
about me.
She talking
Yep.
about you?
Yeah. Yeah, she
Over
is.
what? Over what?
Other fact, she's been the one carrying our ass now for a while because I ain't been making much of shit. It's been a struggle for a bit now, man.
Yeah, I know how it goes, bro.
And the side work ain't really been coming through.
Your ass need to go stand out there and serenade motherfuckers with that guitar with a little hat in front and start catching fucking quarters and nickels,
Bro,
cuz.
see, bro, used to be cool as fuck to be able to be downtown and do that. Now with the kind of shit that been going on around here, bro, with all the fucking people that came here and the fentanyl and shit, bro, bro, if you're gonna be down there, bro, you better have a concealed carry.
Yeah.
'Cause somebody might try to pull some stupid shit.
Yeah. I feel you. Well,
And fuck, man, it used to be cool, man. I used to do it all the time. I had homies that loved fucking being downtown. I had homies that fucking made a career of it and fucking turned shit into gigs. You know,
yeah.
but yeah, no, it's a little rough depending on where you're going. And all the good spots are usually taken. All the nice safe spots, like in front of the little mall downtown and all that. You know,
Yeah.
and busking can get dangerous itself, man, because might have to
Andrew.
fight some buskers.
Andrew, you're not the only one, player. Glad to see that there was somebody else who cared more about life than nose candy. I still see motherfuckers, bro. They'll be going places and I see these fools. I know they back there hitting the powder, bro. And I'll be like, I don't want to die. I got too many kids.
Right.
Fentanyl ain't no joke, bro. Listen, I keep Narcan on hand, but it ain't close enough to fucking save a motherfucker's life always, you know? That shit's crazy, bro. That's why I quit letting Pops come around, bro, because he was fucking with the fan. And I couldn't risk him like. So listen, this is what happened. This fool calls me. He was working at the gas station by my house in Bay Point. And he calls me. Oh, he didn't even call me. I walk outside in the morning and this fool sleeping on my front porch. Right? He's like sleeping on my chair. Had been there since like 5 o'clock in the morning when he got off work. So I open the door and I see him. I'm like, "What's good?" And he's like, "Oh shit, I got off work and my tire was flat on my bike and I came here because the BART station wasn't open yet, and I was just wondering if you can give
Don't
me a
start
ride
with
back to the house."
You didn't fucking hear me.
Drew, that's what
I
I'm
want you to
talking
listen to
about.
what I said first before saying something.
So
I said you don't pay attention
I
to
go, all
nothing.
right, yeah, I'll give you a ride back to the house. So I
man.
give him a ride back to the house,
Hold up, bro.
and
Give me a sec. I'll be right here. I gotta deal with a poopy butt.
yeah, do you think? So I give him a ride back to the house, right? And this fool calls me like 2, 3 days later. He was supposed to come by after work the next day or whatever. He calls me 2, 3 days later and tells me that he got fired because they found a crank pipe in the laundry basket in the back of the store he was working in. And I go, all right, well, I mean, shit happens, you know. He's like, well, I'm just glad that I didn't lose it in the back of your car. Because when I found out I didn't have it anymore, when I got home, I thought I lost it in your car when you gave me a ride home. And I'm thinking, bro, my kids and shit be riding back there. Like, you a fucking grown ass man. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, bro, you 55 years old. And you over here jeopardizing my babies and shit, bro. Like, come on. Nah, I probably wasn't. He's only 2, so it's probably 2 years ago. So I'm like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying in my head. So then I'm like, I'm giving him this whole spiel, this whole rundown, about how he's chasing the wrong shit and he got family that love him and hella grandkids that want him to be a part of their life and whoop whoop. That shit didn't matter. Which I should have realized, like, if I didn't matter and if my brothers didn't matter growing up to him enough for him to stop doing the stupid shit he was doing, then why the fuck would my kids matter? They're not his kids. You know what I mean? Like, if his own kids didn't fucking matter enough, why the fuck would anybody else's kids matter? But then it felt like, when he was taking care of fucking that other bitch's kids and shit and doing everything for them, it felt like he cared and they mattered. So why the fuck don't none of my shit matter? So at that point I was just like, bro, I'll fucking shoot you if anything ever happened to one of my kids over your dumbass fucking choices in life. So at this point, it's just easier not to have you around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's nuts. You talk to your mom and dad or what?
You talking to
Hello?
me?
Yeah, do you talk to your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. How they doing? I used to get the scoop all the time when I would talk to Robert all the time, but that motherfucker don't talk to me no more. Hey, you know what I've really got a grip on since doing lives, bro?
Huh.
I've got a grip on one thing since doing lives. It's slipped a couple times, but doing lives has changed me as a human being. I had to ask my wife was sitting there talking shit the other day. She's like, "You be spending all this time on live, whoop whoop. I'm all, it's made me a better person." She's all, "How?" I'm all, "What word don't I say all the time now?"
Hmm.
It starts with an N. It doesn't end with a O. Oh shit! But it's all good. If
you
you
know,
from the
I quit.
Bay and you didn't,
I quit using that word when I had my first daughter.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, bro. When you grow up like we grew up, where we grew up with the fools we grew up around, and that shit's just entrenched in you, like entrenched in you. Like people don't get it. People out here on this shit, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna put you motherfuckers up on game real quick, right? All them people that are walking around fronting when you see these little white boys dropping the N word, right? And they're like, oh, rah, 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 right? I don't care where you grew up, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you in the trenches and you riding, like your ride or dies, your homies, right? Your people that you're literally doing dirt with are in the trenches with you, and you ain't bro, to
Fucking
be
flat out
timid
lying.
like
Your
that, that's a
family
sign
thinking
of
that you're somebody that
disrespect, homie.
you're never gonna be.
That almost makes them motherfuckers feel like you don't feel solid enough with them to freely use your vernacular, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. People are different, bro. If you from the Bay, you know what I'm talking about. If you ain't from the Bay, you don't know. You don't know. You out there worried about the hard R.
Oh man, I'm one of them people. Love me or hate me, I'm me regardless. Now, I use the term putting on the Eddie Haskell. Is like, well, you know how like you talk to your boys, right? You know you're good as fuck, man. But in the professional world, you
Jesus.
try to clean yourself up. You know,
Yeah.
you try to speak
It just
properly.
oh, you changed it. Oh, it was Jesus. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Andrew. It's just listen. Like I'm not trying. I already catching up bullshit on here just in general, right? So it is what it is. But I am who I am, bro, and I'm multicultural. And I grew up around a whole plethora of people, and my people know what's up with me. You know what I'm saying? The Eddie Hat. My son is an Eddie Hat. Listen, y'all want to laugh? So my son's homie comes over the other day, right? And we go to the pool. I was doing a little live at the pool with them and shit yesterday. So they're all out there fucking around, chilling. We got the babies and shit. So my son's friend's mom is kind of keeping an eye over them and like chilling while they're all in the pool, right? My son comes up to my wife after everybody's gone and everything's done, and he goes, "You want to know how you get in good with your friends?" He's like, "You get in good with their mom." And I was like, "Oh, my little homie Eddie Haskell, 100%." I was like, "Here it goes.
Oh,
It's starting."
oh, I'm dying.
Oh, shit, crazy. You said you get it good with their mom. I was like, oh shit. Hey, bro, he went from riding in the car with us to Subway to being in their car with them the whole rest of the whole trip. I was like, he's working it for real. I was dying, bro. My son's a G, bro. He's got that like take no bullshit attitude. Even from me and his mom, like I'm at that point where like I love him so much, bro. And I can remember the first time that my dad like got mad enough at me to fucking slap me or like grab me by the side of the head, and it changed me. Right? I still always had love for him, but it changed that hero complex I had of him. So it's like it went from like a hero complex to like, why the fuck would he do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause in my mind, I'm just bullshitting. Like, I'm just a little kid fucking around with my dad, just trying to play, you know? And like, he's taking it to a whole nother level because he's all tweaked the fuck out and like took it seriously and try to yoke a little motherfucker up like he trying to teach me a lesson. And it's like, you just literally took like this hero complex I had for you and turned it into like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. I've had these times, like my son be getting testy, bro. And I've had these times where like I smacked him once now and I felt hella bad afterwards. Like that whole flashback came in. But it's I don't know. You almost like, you want to boast your children up, bro, because you want them. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, right? You don't want to raise a narcissist, but you don't want to raise a pussy, bro. Because when you raise a fucking pussy, you get nowhere in life,
Real,
bro. I know, bro.
for
I
real.
know because I was raised on fear for a long time, bro. And it took me a long time to break that fucking chain of fear and realize that I was somebody, dog. Like that I was somebody and I could fucking handle it. I'm 40 years old in a brand new house. I could have had a fucking house at 20, homie, if my spirit wouldn't have been broken as a kid. You feel me? So it's like you gotta understand. You gotta when you're bringing up your children, bro. You can't break their spirit. You gotta know how to discipline your child and teach them in a way that doesn't break their spirit. Because once you break a kid's spirit, bro, that kid is gonna depend on you the rest of your life, bro.
See,
You're
that's a
gonna
big
raise a
issue
kid
that
who
I've
is
been
not
having with
very
Nathan.
self sufficient. You know?
See, that's where I've been having a very big issue with Nathan, because he grew
Yeah,
up with his grandmama, you know, his grandpa, and everybody, his mama, always sitting
yeah,
there and trying to fucking like, you know, like back parent me. Like anytime I'm trying to tell him not to do something or to do something, or hey, you need to calm down
yeah.
a bit, you know. They're always like cutting me. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
he's fine.
And so that's
Right.
what I do to Lauren. I do the same shit to Lauren. Lauren's the aggressor when it comes to the parenting
Yeah, I
because
always end
of
up having to be the bad guy. I hate it.
the way my mom was when I was growing up. I I won't be an aggressor towards my children when they're young. Now that Caden's 11, I'll beat his fucking ass, right? But it's like that's where I fucked up because I should have concentrated more on how I wanted him to understand things and comprehend things because I wasn't stern discipline. And my wife is more of like a yelling discipline or like she'll smack you real quick type shit.
Yeah,
It's not
Nathan's
a
7
teaching.
going on 8 now, man. And
Yeah,
he,
it's
he
not.
feels like he doesn't have to listen to me. The only time he listens is when I'm finally done and get pissed off and raise my damn voice and yell.
So Caden doesn't feel like he has to listen to his mom because for a long time his mom would say some shit and fucking do some shit and I'd flip out on her for doing it, bro, because she'd go too far. And this is where we had to find a common ground in understanding that she thought that I was just undermining everything she said, like I was basically saying that he was okay to do whatever he wanted. And he almost thought the same thing. So I had to get this grip in this transitional point where I had to let them both know, listen, I agree with everything you're fucking saying as far as what he should be doing and why you're mad at him. 100% agreed. We're in agreement on the situation. We are in disagreement on the way you are handling that as an adult and as a parent, right? So if the way that you're coming about your message is wrong, then the message is being received wrong. You're not
Yeah.
going to receive the message correctly if it's not being put across correctly. So if you're going to smack a kid and yell at a kid for doing something wrong, and people should know this because of dogs, if you're going to smack a kid and you're going to fucking yell at him and tell him what's wrong, but you're not going to teach him what he did wrong by directly showing him and showing him what he needed to do it better, then you're honestly not doing anything, right? More than just rubbing his nose in his own shit like you would a
Yeah.
dog. You know, so it's like there has to be a lesson taken from every point of discipline. That's the thing. And the lesson can't just be if you do something I don't like, I'm going to hit you, because that's literally what most of these kids are understanding from these situations, right? Is basically, oh, well, I didn't do what my mom asked, so she hit me, or I didn't do what my dad said, so he fucking yelled at me and put me in my room, you know? So it's like there has to be a reason and a lesson to come with that reason in order for whatever form of discipline. I don't give a fuck if you're locking your kid in a fucking dog cage. If you don't give them a reason and a lesson, then at that
Right.
point they just think that they're hanging out in the fucking dog cage for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that's something that when you don't have a lot of time, I'm trying to. So if the roles were reversed and my wife was the one who went to work every day and paid all the bills and I was the one who stayed home and raised the kids would listen better, not because of physical discipline, but because of the expectation after the discipline. So I'm at my job that I'm working right now, and my boss, the first couple months I was there, I had a big issue. Like he did not relay his expectations, so the job that I was doing wasn't sufficient enough for him, right? So rather than telling me his expectations so that I could hold up to the standard of what he expected to be done, he yelled at me like I was a fucking little kid. This motherfucker younger than me too, bro. Right? Big old dude, rides a Harley, probably thinks he's a Hell's Angel. I couldn't fucking tell you. But I could tell you this. He fucking tried to talk to me like I was his fucking prospect or something, bro. And I'm like, listen, bro, you keep your politicking somewhere else. We're both grown ass fucking men, bro. If you got a problem with something that I'm doing and you don't think I'm doing it up to your standard, tell me the problem that you have with what I'm doing and tell me your standard, bro. Right?
Right.
Don't assume everybody knows everything. Don't assume everybody understands the industry standard, right? Because there's a there's a minimal industry standard, and that's what most people are living by, unless they're told a higher expectation. Let's just keep it 100. Let me ask you this: if somebody told you, here, here's 15 pairs of shoes. I'm gonna pay you to take these 15 pairs of shoes, and I'm gonna pay you to put the laces in them. You're just gonna take the shoes and put the laces in them, right? But what if I want my laces lined straight across? I don't want that crisscross shit. I want my shit gangster with the little line over like the Puma fucking, or the shell toe Adidas, where it's just one strip going from hole to hole, and at the end it's a little tie up with a little fucking whoop whoop on each side. Some thug shit, right? Wouldn't you expect me to tell you I wanted that before I just handed you 10 pairs of shoes and 10 pairs of laces and told you to lace my fucking shoes up? Right? So if I'm paying you to lace up some shoes for me, let's say I had like fucking 10 shows to do that day. I'm about to go on stage. You the dude that gets all my outfits ready before I go out, right? And I'm like, here, I want these laces, these laces, these laces, these laces, and these ones. And show you which ones I want in each shoe, right? That's a setup, right? But that's only half of it, because I haven't even told you how I want them laced up yet. So if I come back, if I hand you 10 pairs of laces, 10 pairs of shoes, and I come back without giving you any fucking direction, and now you got red laces with fucking purple shoes and green laces with fucking orange shoes,
I
but
got you, baby.
I wanted the green laces with the fucking blue shoes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're
But
right.
I ain't tell you that. How the fuck you gonna get mad at me as a human being when you come back and the laces ain't in the shoes you wanted when you didn't even tell me what the fuck you wanted in the first place? I'm smart enough to know that I gotta put the fucking shoelaces in the shoe or the shoes in the, you feel me? But I ain't smart enough to fucking read your mind and know what color you want with which pair. Unless you want a red with a red pair and a blue with a blue pair and a green with a green pair and a wolf with a right? So me being me, if there's a purple pair of shoes and a purple pair of laces, and there's a red pair of shoes and a red pair of laces, and there's a green pair of shoes and a green pair of laces, I'm gonna put the shoes with the laces. But if you want
Right.
your green laces with your blue shoes and your purple laces with your red shoes, right? You're gonna have to tell me that. Otherwise, I'm just
You
gonna
can't be
give you the
mad
fucking
if
base.
I
I'm
get
gonna
it
give you
wrong
the
because you didn't
basic
say nothing.
industry. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the
There's a
basic
big
industry
difference,
fucking
man.
standard.
I
Yeah,
used to
bro.
just think my dad was a really stern asshole. No, he was very specific about what he wanted and what he expected.
Exactly, right? And it's like, and he gave you. Listen, that's the thing. He's
Yo,
telling you
he gave me
exactly
the play, bro. I just wasn't running it how he told me,
exactly, bro.
and
You know what I'm saying?
I would take it in my head and run my own damn play how I saw fit.
Yep. Come on, folks. We need to get people in here double tapping. We had 8 likes in 18
You
minutes
know,
on the last
and
one. We're
Nathan's
running up on
a
28. Let's
lot
get him
like
in
me.
here.
Is he's a very headstrong little kid, right? He's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
headstrong, right? You can't tell him nothing. He don't want to hear it, and he's gonna find out regardless on his own. It it it's hard on me.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
even
bro.
gonna lie, bro.
When
I'm
you know
Angel is not
yourself,
like his little brother at all, bro. Angel was a good kid. He listened. He did what he was supposed to. You know.
as a kid, as a kid.
Yeah.
So listen, you got to understand this. You are in all of your children, and you know you better than any other human being knows you. So you know what you're going to have to deal with through your children. So if you can, if you can pillow those areas that you don't want to shine in your children that you know are there because they were in you, you need to know how to pillow those areas, right? So it's like right now, I make rap music all day. My son's full blown into it, right? So it's like I don't want him subjected to specifics and woo woo. So I try to counter some of that with some other shit, right? So if you got this is my thing, right? So okay, we'll start at the top of my food chain, right? So Kaylee, we'll go with the twins first. So Kaylee, she's a people pleaser, right? She gonna try. She does the baseball. She does all that shit. She does the school graduating, all that shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's some point in her life where she gonna wild out. She gonna catch that wild out. She did good
Right.
early on, but she gonna catch the wild out, right? The other one went through it like junior high, started kind of wilding out, kind of like I did, wilding out in junior high, and then catching it a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Caden, he's a good kid, well rounded, but he's like me. He got that he's good at heart. He's gonna try to do good, but the second you take what he's trying to do for good and you turn it against him a little bit, he'll fucking eat your head off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta know that there's those qualities in all your children, and you just gotta find them and learn how to pillow them and cater to them to keep them on top. That nine in the likes is what I'm talking about, folks. Thank you. We
Nah,
appreciate you around here, man.
we
So I mean,
definitely
yeah,
do.
bro, it's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard when you grow up with parents like ours, right? So we're gonna go both sides of the spectrum here. I'll just keep rambling for a minute, but when you got like a solid second, we're gonna hit both sides of the spectrum because I grew up with my pops in and out of jail, doing stupid shit, right?
I grew up with your
Fucking
pops, bro, and bro, I
yeah.
remember how your pops was. Bro, I
Bro, I could
remember
tell you right now, when I
it
grew up,
was Jekyll and Hyde
I grew up in
sometimes.
a household, yeah. I grew up in a household with only one parent there the majority of the time. And my mom's husband now, who was there, I knew him from a very young age. He was there from a young age, but it wasn't really solid until I was in my teens that he was like there all the time because of issues and shit going on. But I could tell you that even growing up with both parents in the household, it doesn't like people get misconceptions all the time based on like these different statistics and these different things that they put out in the media and all this shit going on. But it's like I grew up with just my mom and my pops doing some shit. He grew up with both his fucking parents in the house, and his dad was intelligent, right? His dad was fucking well rounded, knew fucking ham and CB radio, knew fucking working on car. He was a well-rounded dude, bro. I remember this one time, dude was talking shit to us over the ham radio when we were all kids. This fool's daddy threw us in the fucking car and turned his radio on, and we ended up right in front of the dude's house that was talking shit because he knew
Yeah, he
how to fucking
triangulated his
he knew
position
how
with
to pit. Yeah, he
with
knew
the
how to
ham.
find it. Yep. So don't even fuck with that shit. That's what I'm telling you. You could be intelligent. You could have shit, and life could just fuck you, bro. You could literally just get fucked. You weren't dealt that silver spoon card. You didn't your last name wasn't that fucking last name that is well known through the whole fucking town for all the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at this point, when people are out there judging people and basing shit off of statistics and off of what they tell you in the fucking news and in the media, bro, you wrong. You wrong because all over the world, bro. People are the fucking just the ones that have needed shit so bad in society that they will work for fucking pennies to try to provide, and the rest of society takes advantage of them, bro. And it fucking drives fools nuts. And it's gonna end up with fools that have very intelligent kids because their parents were extremely intelligent and had to work shit ass jobs just to provide to get through this fucking country.
Bro,
And
my
then
dad,
they end up having
would
children
spend
that are
fucking
us
months
who are
just
still
fucking
working
grinding.
our ass off to try to provide, but are still intelligent, who pass that on to our children, who are going to be the generation of these YouTubers
No,
who are
she's not.
making
We just had to
millions
stick
of
up.
fucking dollars, and shit's going to change, you know? I've only been here 40 years, bro. I've seen a lot of
Say,
change in that 40 years, but I've seen a lot of the same stupid, stagnant shit going on, you know? So it's like, I don't know. I could only imagine what motherfuckers that are like 100 can remember, you know? That
you
shit's
know,
crazy.
I could only imagine what my life would have been like if if I grew up listening to my parents, doing what they said, bro. But
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
and I mean,
because I came from a two
I'm just
parent
even,
home. I might have grown up poor and everything, but I grew up with parents that worked hard to get us out the get us kids out the projects and get a house.
and
I
teach
fucking
wisdom. And by projects, folks, we mean like projects, like real projects, like fucking houses with like issues because your neighbors can't keep the cockroaches out of their fucking house, and now they're coming into your shit even though your mom cleans every fucking day and takes care of her kids. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit you can't escape because your grandparents were fucking dust bowl babies. You know what I mean? Don't even fucking play, bro. Like folks don't get it. our
Well,
whole our whole
I
family's
don't like to
generation
hear
is
that term
fucking
ever in my life, white privilege, because
nah, that shit.
the only time I think that has ever helped me is when I was doing dumb shit and I wasn't black, so the police didn't shoot my ass.
If you have white privilege, then your name came here on the Mayflower, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Like you are you
I'm
if you
getting
have
baby.
white privilege, then somewhere along your lineage, somebody in your lineage was fucking tapped in with the people who signed the declaration. Let's keep it 100.
Like I, I've dealt with the same poverty my black neighbors did. I've suffered the same discrimination my black neighbors did. We went to the same schools, got the same education.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I feel like
Hey,
there's more
okay,
privilege
you're done. You're done.
among
You just want to slap and throw it around now. Baby white
among
time.
what do they call it? What's it called? The minority? The majority? So the majority now has the privilege. I mean, I can tell you right now, like if I went to go get food stamps with a job, even though I got 5 kids, if I went to go try to get food stamps with a job because I just couldn't afford to pay all my shit and feed my kids the way that they should be fed, they'd fucking laugh in my face, dog. That's crazy.
I don't know, bro. All I
It's good
know
because I
is
work hard, bro. I just hope that by working hard all this time, bro, like if something was to that's the fuck part. Like I work in construction, bro. You work your ass off every day of your life, fuck yourself up in construction, and then now you can't work, and nothing you could do will ever pay the bills of the life that you've built for yourself.
that's a fucked up thought, bro. And it's like that's why a lot of people say the American dream is dead. It's because
Andrew White. I have a homeboy named Randy White that is blacker than the screen on your phone when it's turned off. And that's my dog, bro. So you have white in your name and it don't even mean nothing. You know what I mean? It's like people take too much. It's bro. People put too much on that shit, bro. You could be white as fuck and act worse than any black person there is on this planet. So I don't even want to hear that shit, bro. It don't even fucking matter, bro. It's a character of a person. It's how you fucking act, dude. It is what it is. If you're gonna fucking be a piece of shit scumbag, fucking low life, don't come around me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
oh, bro, you let Leslie's mom tell it. That's all I am.
Well, I mean, it happens, bro. It's hard. I could tell you one thing that I'll never do again, and that's live with anybody else other than like my family that I created. If I have to have any of my other family come here, yeah, Scotty last night was crazy, bro. That dude was a fucking piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight piece of shit. Like that fool was a hard R, and his skin was white as fuck. So don't even like, you know what I mean? That term has nothing to do with skin. It has everything to do with character of personality. Let's just keep it 100. And there's plenty of fucking words out there that just shouldn't even be used because the the basement behind them is evil. But when you're gonna take a word that was used for evil and you're gonna turn it into a term of endearment amongst yourselves, don't expect other people not to take that same altered word you used and use it as a term of endearment. You feel me? Because now you're using a whole different word and making it like it was that whole other word. It's not,
I don't know,
right?
man. When you find them
They
really
don't
older
call
black
they don't
cats,
hey, they don't call Tigger Tigger. You know what I'm saying? We watching Winnie the Pooh. It don't say Tigger. It says Tigger, right? Those are two different words, bro. Don't. fucking try to tell me one word is the same as the other.
Achoo!
One's hateful, one's a term of endearment. If you don't know how to use them separately, don't let them
Achoo!
roll off your fucking tongue. It's that simple.
Damn.
And that's coming from a fucking white boy. I'm playing with fire on YouTube.
Bro, I
Fucking
feel like you're
pumped.
skirting that fine line.
I'm just trying to show people what it's really about. It's like this is really life, bro. It don't even matter. So like you can, bro, you can you can have hatred for people without it being a racial thing, right? So
Well,
it's that's
see,
just that's just propaganda. That racial situation is propaganda. There
I've
is
always
people
found the
out there.
term racism ignorant to begin with, man, because I mean, we're all the same race. We're human beings. All right.
Yes,
Now, the
hundred
only
percent.
difference is some of us are different ethnicities, bro. And if you're an
Yeah,
ethnicist,
nationality.
you know, if you, maybe you're looking at individuals and judging the whole, but you can do that with any color. It don't matter, you know.
Yes, hundred
And
percent.
it, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
We
it
as a
just
whole, see,
boils
that's
down
been the whole trick.
to
That's the whole
ignorant
trick
in
that the
general.
elite play on us, man, is they
The
try to
whole
separate us
world
by
is
simple fucking
ignorant
things like
to
that.
that fact. And that's what's fuck. Yes, exactly. The world is ignorant to that fact. So therefore, you took a word that means ignorant and used it to make all of you ignorant.
Bro, cousin, you go online and look through Facebook, look up Bianconi's, bro. I guarantee you, bro, you're gonna find Bianconi's blacker than shit.
Yeah.
You know, some people are dark, some people are light. We're all different shades of dark. You know,
Yeah.
consider it like different shades of wheat. You
Yeah.
know, the
100%.
color of one's skin doesn't matter. It's the content and the fucking depth of their character.
Character of the person. Exactly. 100 fucking percent. And once the world starts to understand that, bro, then they'll realize most motherfuckers are the same. They just express it
Yeah,
differently. You know
fine.
what I mean?
I'll let you down for a minute.
Most motherfuckers are the same. They just express it differently. You don't, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. If white people weren't racist, you still wouldn't see a bunch of black people wanting to hang out with them. It just wouldn't happen, bro. They don't. They don't do the things that I'm not gonna go kick it with a bunch of fucking skater kids because I don't fucking skate, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go hang out with the fucking punk rockers down the corner because I'm not a fucking punk rocker. You know what I'm saying? It's what they do in general, people, right? So it's like I'm not, but I am gonna go hang out with the homies that are hitting up the E40 concert because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it ain't got nothing to do with you or the color of your skin, brother. It's everything about who you are as a human being, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up that society has used that
A
and
little bit
placed
ago.
that and ran that against
No, he
motherfuckers.
hasn't
Because
been for a minute.
in all actuality,
Would
bro,
you like me to get him?
if we all just lived like Jesus, dog, then there would be no stones to be thrown. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah, for real, 100%. That's what I feel about it. Fuck
I
yeah.
don't know, man. Jesus was a hippie. He preached spirituality, not religion. He knew that nobody is perfect in life. We are all born of sin, and for us to sit there and look down our nose upon our fellow man is to blind ourselves.
Yeah, it's bullshit. There's nothing. Listen, you can't tell me that if you just if you just lived your life just like, hey, what's up, bro? To the what you so angry for? The fuck you so angry? What you so angry at the dude trying to get out the parking stall and leave the parking lot for? How you know his baby ain't in the back seat choking? He trying to get to the hospital. You over here fighting, trying to get in front of this man at the fucking stop sign. He could be in a fucking medical emergency. But you
Right?
think you better. You think you better. You think you fucking deserve it more. You think you deserve to go fucking first, right? Right? That was your God given right because you got a car and your fucking gas pedal work better than mine. So you think you should get to go first because all your hubcaps are there, but I got one that fell off because my front license plate say Rika and yours don't. You think you supposed to go first? Nah, fuck that, bro. That nah, bro. If motherfucker, listen, that's what I like about where I moved to. I'll pull up to a stop sign
Huh?
last, and motherfuckers will be like, "Nah, go
He
ahead.
was showing me his phone was saying it
Nah,
was
you
gonna
cool.
rain
Go
today. There
ahead."
ain't no damn rain.
You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Yeah, entitlement, bro. Fucking entitlement is bullshit. What the fuck you entitled to? Oh, you were born? Oh, your mom that squeezed you out her busted ass pussy, so you were entitled to the whole fucking world?
Oh no,
You
my
supposed to
dad broke
just
it
sit
down to
here
me
on your
very
fat ass
clearly.
and do nothing all day. Fuck that,
The only
bro.
thing you are entitled to in this world
Exactly,
is
bitch.
what you
Calm down.
earn.
You take good care of them babies. Yeah,
Er,
yo ass think you
everything
entitled. You better push some kids out for a good man who wants to entitle you. Otherwise, yo ass better get the fuck to work. You know what I'm saying?
you heard.
Ain't nothing fucking free up in here, bro. Nothing fucking free up in here, bro. Hell no. Ugh.
Mm.
Happy fucking Sunday, folks.
Happy fucking Sunday. It's the
Welcome to the
Lord's
Church
Day.
at LA fucking double. We're gonna tell it like it is today.
Can I get a
I'm at
hallelujah?
church today. They're talking about not cussing and shit, and I'm like, man, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do as far as
God, he,
so. But that's
bro.
the thing. That's the thing I don't understand. Hold on, I want to talk to you about something real quick. That's the thing I don't understand, right? How is this is what fucks with me sometimes when I'm fucking with religion, right? Is I could listen to God and I could listen to God's word and I could read the book and I could interpret very well. I could interpret very fucking well, right? But how you gonna tell me just in general that using curse words is a sin because you call it a curse word? It's like I'm just saying a word. I'm not so for it to be a curse word, I feel like I have to be using a word derogatory towards somebody, cursing them. I have to be cursing them for it to mean what the Bible means. I would have to be cursing somebody, right? Like in a negative derogatory term. So if I just use curse words though, like if I use the word fuck, because people understand what I mean by fuck, it's like an enthusiastic term. Like and I'm
It
using
could
it
be
in
an
like an
adjective, a
enthusiastic way.
pronoun,
Why would it
a
be
noun.
considered like why would I feel like somebody and they talking about so it's like you could talk about conviction. Like if I'm doing something wrong and I'm feeling conviction for doing something wrong because I know that's wrong, right? Then that's me feeling conviction, right? But if you're making me feel conviction because you're making me feel like what I'm doing is wrong because you feel like it's wrong, well then that's not God's conviction playing its way on me. That's you trying to play your conviction on me, right? Maybe I haven't read the word enough to like see where it says that I shouldn't just be walking around cussing, right? Saying the word shit or like whatever. Cause I don't feel like shit was a word back when the Bible was written. So I don't feel like shit. Like maybe that's just not like maybe like if Jesus was walking around, he wouldn't use the word shit. So maybe that's what they mean by that. Like Jesus probably wouldn't use the word shit. He would probably use like poo poo or something like that. But then it's like that goes along in terms with like not dumbing yourself down for the rest of society either. It's like there's conforming to what people are telling you their interpretation of what the word of the Bible is, and then there's you reading the Bible and interpreting the meaning and then understanding it in that context, right? Because it's like who's to say another man is to know better than what you know if you both feel like you're really like at one with the word and like you're led by the spirit of God. Why would your meaning or interpretation of that not like who is that person to tell you that God's not helping you to interpret it the way that you need it for your life? Why is
Right.
there only one interpretation of it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like if the if
That's a
it's
rather
a,
good way to look at it.
if it's based on an interpretatory description, right? If you're taking something that was written thousands of years ago and you're supposed to interpret it into what it could mean for how you should be doing within your life now, then why is the interpretation I'm taking for it to mean in my life better than the interpretation you're taking for it to mean in my life? You know, because I feel like if it's
I,
that strongly suggested in me, if I read those words and something in me tells me something, if my motherfucking brain and my cognitive tells me in that voice I hear that I'm not speaking out loud on my own, then who's to say that that's not God's voice that I'm hearing telling me that that's what that means? Unless it's some fuck shit. If it's some fuck shit, it's obviously not God talking to you. But if it's not fuck shit, if it's genuinely on the path of righteousness, if you're not hurting nobody, if it's not hurting you or nobody else, who's to say that's not the interpretation that was meant for you, for your life, for what you needed to do? It's just crazy because sometimes folks, church will get you twisted. You'll go up in there and you'll hear some shit, and it'll mean enough to you that you kind of know that the message is for you. You really understanding the message. And then the person giving the message says some shit that makes you feel almost singled out in front of everybody else. And then once you get that singled out feeling in front of everybody else, you're taking it as their opinion now, not God's opinion, because now it's not just the word coming out, it's them going into their own kind of interpretation, which is leaning towards you, which is making you feel like they're interpreting onto your life and projecting onto your life, which could turn a motherfucker if they're not solid in their faith, you know? But it's like, I understand that people in churches differ and that the way that God gets into motherfuckers and works in their life is different. So you can't judge a man based on, and time and space. We have time and space, and that's one of the reasons that Jesus died on the cross for our sins, is because he knows once you're in the grip of sin, it takes time and space to shed that sin from your life. So it's not an instant thing, folks. It's not like, oh, I'm going to church now, I could just quit smoking weed, I'll just put the shit down, it's good, I'm good, God got me, right? But little by little, I've noticed that I'm changing the ways that I'm doing shit. I'm running it down less when it's coming to, oh, should I go get this or should I go get that? Well, before it was I'm gonna go get this, and now it's I'm gonna go get that. You know what I mean? So it's like it's changing little by little. So once God starts doing your work, just because the work He's doing in you ain't instant, don't mean He ain't doing it, folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I ain't. Look, I might be dubbed preacher man here soon, but I just want to tell you, man, everybody's got it in them, bro. And if you just, if the Bible was written by smarter people than you 2,000 years ago, and in 2,000 years, and in the however many years you've been on this planet, you ain't smarter than the words in that book, then all you got to do, fuck you, Miles. All you got to do is understand the words in that book may be better than what you know, right? Who the fuck? It
right.
ain't telling you go kill motherfuckers. It ain't telling you go rob a bank to get your money. It ain't telling you none of that shit. It's telling you stay on the right path, don't fuck other people up, and work hard, and you're gonna get what you need to survive in this world. Well, that's what we have to do anyway, folks. What the fuck? Quit hating on the motherfucker. But anyway, yeah, I'm just saying.
Basic
I'm just
instructions
saying, fools in church could
before
fuck you up,
leaving
bro.
Earth.
So
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
yes, sir. I don't know. I be getting stuck on here watching these lives, and fucking they be saying some crazy shit on here, bro. And I don't know. I get gripped in sometimes, but I'll play the devil's advocate. It's all good. Yeah, the Hebrew Bible is the true word of God, and I'm Christian too. So that's what I'm saying. And none of us read Hebrew. And Hebrew is fucking translated with what it's like Spanish. There's one word and it means seven different things. I could be calling you one word and calling you my homeboy, and I could call you the same word and be calling you a pussy with no balls. And the same word. It's just the way it comes out of my mouth. If I say that shit different, it means something different. So I'm gonna tell you right now, the Bible is Hebrew. Hebrew Bible is fully open to interpretation. You gotta understand Hebrew and know. the context and the way it's supposed to be spoken in order to know what that word truly means. And so I fuck with this dude who was a Muslim and now he's a Christian, and he's read a bunch of different Bibles in the native tongues and shit. And you know, that's what I'm saying. It's open, bro. If you could take from religion what's necessary to fucking raise your kids
No.
right and keep you wholesome and take care of your family and end up
What the fuck?
knowing that when you've left this earth, you've done the best that you could on this earth
All of the
so that
home
wherever you
picture
go
coming up
after
this
this, you don't have
direction
to
is
worry
getting
about the people you
evacuated.
left behind.
Oh fuck.
That's all you got to do, bro.
Level 3
You know what I'm saying?
evacuations in progress.
Nobody knows
Indian
what's
block
after this
everywhere north
except
of
for fucking
trails.
God.
Level 2 evacuations along Aubrey Parkway to Assembly. Reported fire jump to Centennial Trail. Bowl and picture area. Level 3 evacuation.
Fuck.
It's coming up this way.
Oh man. I hope they're able to fucking get a
Yeah,
handle
that's
on
a
it.
trip.
Oh fuck, that's not good.
Check your fucking fire thing.
Alright.
What's a fucking pantheism? What the fuck's pantheism? Andrew, holler at your boy. I'm trying to learn. I fucks with it. I don't listen. This is my thing. Like, I don't like to get on politics or religion on the page, really, just in general, just because that fucking usually causes what's it called? Like shock views or whatever the fuck it is, right? Fucking stupid conversations. That's not why I'm on here. I'm on here just to fuck around and play my music and fuck with people, but talk shit mainly. I like fucking talking shit. I like a good debate and a good argument, bro. So if anybody's on here ready to fucking debate or argue something, I will argue against you something that I agree with you in because I love to debate that much. We could both agree that abortion is horrible, and I'll argue the other side just to, just to fucking ruffle your feathers. We could both like bald people, and I'll tell you I like hairy guys. I don't give a fuck. I think we lost Mikey though. Let's see if we can get him back in. But yeah, I just love to argue. I love to talk shit. I think it's fun as fuck. I think it's fun as fuck to get people riled up. Uh, just ask old Honda head. She'll tell you. I love to learn anything I can, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I've honestly like checked out. I haven't studied any religions in full, but I've checked out like areas of other religions and shit. And people are always talking about like, oh, so like, listen, I don't care what religion you are, right? There's only one God. Like if
Fuck.
there's God, there's only one God. Now, God, the creator, right, could have created other fucking gods and other angels and other things, and they could be called whatever anybody calls them. But there's only one God. So no matter who you are and who you're praying to, that's the only God that can hear you. Now, whether he acknowledges you or not is whatever, but yeah, oh, on the head, Rika. Oh, I gotta get a soda, folks. Give me like 2 seconds. I can still hear you though, Mikey. I got my earpiece. No, you do you, bro. I ain't even tripping. See, I told you I done fucked up. I done fucked up talking about the fires. That's why I hopped on and I was like, remember that fire that was there fucking last time I was there? That shit was wild, bro. Helicopter or the airplane and shit flying over. So they live on a hillside, folks, in Washington, and it's fucking trees and fucked up shit behind them. Yeah, it's lovely, bro. Hi, boo boo. Are you getting around? Are you getting around, little clown? What's up with my folks? Nah, you locked up on our side. Yeah, you locked up on our side. Nah, we lost you. You might have to scroll your thing down and then just open it back up. Just like, just hit your button to back out to your main screen, and then pull YouTube back up, and it'll pop back up. Nope, not yet. Oh yeah, we got you, bald ass head shining in the sun, but it's frozen. What? What the fuck happened to this one? Hold on. What is that? Everything. God isn't a living being. No, God is not a living being. God is literally everything. You are correct. Um, and God is in everything, and which is why, Jesus saying that he is God is not, in fact, a false statement, because God is in everything, right? And Jesus was born of God. Yeah, you still ain't back. He probably thinking on my dog jumping back in. What up?
Am I back?
Shit, just chilling on live. Yeah, you back.
All right.
That was cool. We just chilled. We just chilled at the house and fucking I went to the little
The Wi-Fi
fireworks
gate open.
stand and got a couple boxes of the little fucking fireworks, and we lit them off and laid on the slide in the backyard and fucking watched a bunch of fucking. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool over here. Like they probably blew off a couple $1,000s worth of fireworks behind my house. I got to just lay on the slide and watch them. It was dope. Yeah, and every angle too.
There's the helicopters.
Yeah, that's right. It was fun. Yeah.
Bro, right when you freeze up right that and it fucking reconnect. The funniest shit is when you're making the weirdest motherfucking face and your shit freeze up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
River around it like they always do. 9 miles is a distance from
Fuck yeah, that's good shit, bro.
here. Where my parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
That's what's up. And people wonder why I talk the way I talk. Yeah, fuck yeah.
And we have a big hill to go up.
Man, I cannot wait for fucking September.
You're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck yeah. Good shit, bro.
Oh my God. You actually.
Yeah, that's legit. Slide out. We're good. All right, bro. Love you too.
Yeah,
No,
no.
Yeah.
I heard scraping, but I
All right,
always
bro.
figured sticking a
No.
pile like he always does.
Well, at least he fucking finally did something right with something I gave him. He got the truck all fixed, went to the wrecking yard, got all the parts for it. Fucking, he's getting ready to fix the passenger door. Got the brake
Oh,
fucking
you
vacuum
asking what I'm
put
rocking?
on. Fucking.
Here, check it out. My bad, cuz. Andrew. Unfortunately, it was a late start this year. Nothing but error.
Where we live
Had
at,
plants die on
where
me.
we live at is
My buddy
around
hooked me up with a
the city and
clone.
fires are.
So It's finally about a foot. Not gonna get very big. You know, it's getting
Gonna be
ready.
a
It's
little.
starting to enter
It's gonna be a little
flowers.
four
So
blunt plant. Hey, remember that
I'm
episode
gonna
of
get
fucking?
a couple good ounces.
Remember that episode of what the fuck was it? Probably like fucking Looney Tunes or something. Yeah, probably Looney Tunes when we were a kid, where they talk about the fucking plants, and he's all, and here we have the ice plant, and it's got the fucking ice cubes on it. And then the next one, he goes, and the skunk plant, and it's got the little skunk on it and shit. You don't remember that shit, bro? I want to find that episode and see what the other plants were, bro. Because now I'm convinced they were talking about drugs with every single plant.
They had yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no man. It's fucking. I got a super late start to this season. I had everything fucking back in April. I had my seeds germinated and popped. Man, I had clones die on me, bro. I had one I really wish wouldn't die because it's a really hard strain to get your hands on. It's not cheap for seeds. And every
hey,
time the company's got seeds, they're out.
Andrew, those lights that I have on my porch in the middle of the night that I put on to change colors, there's a grow setting on them bitches. I can put plants right here on the porch and let them grow through the night. That shit's hella tight. Go ahead, back to
Oh,
what you were
see,
saying. He just said something about a nightlight.
yeah, no, bro. See, the problem is I'm here in Washington. In Washington, where I'm at, you don't necessarily have the longest of greatest of seasons to grow. And this year
Yeah,
hasn't been great. We've been really cloudy, really wet, really
yeah,
cold, and we get really short grow seasons. So you got to try to find strains that work within that time, that are short flower periods. This one's an indica. I'm figuring because it's indica, I don't know what strain it is. I'm sure my homie don't either, but I'm figuring it's at least a 7 to 8 week flower because it's indica. I mean, it's healthy, it's lush, it's green. You know, she's beautiful. It's got good fucking stacking on nodes and shit. But it's just gonna be short. It's got
yeah,
two main branches, and
yeah,
I'm figuring I'm gonna get at least an ounce per branch. You know, maybe a little more. You know, if
hell
it was
yeah,
2 foot tall, I mean, I know for a fact I could pull a quarter pound off a 2 foot tall plant easily. But because it's so short and only two branches, I'm not gonna get a whole lot. But I'm not going for a lot this time. I'm just gonna grow some quality. I'm trying to just grow myself, a couple of jars full of some good frosty nugs.
yeah,
Sometimes that what happens, you get seasons where everything goes right and you get a fucking fantastic fucking crop with a great harvest. Sometimes everything goes fucking wrong and you just don't get much.
yeah.
Shit
I feel
happens.
it.
That's what like outdoors like that, man. Yeah, it's left up to Mother Nature, but it's left up to Mother Nature. We could give it all the newts and all the love and do everything right. You know, I ain't got no bug issues, no nothing like that. I'm not suffering no CalMag deficiencies. It's got everything it needs, but it's just gonna be a small plant. That's life.
Yeah. Andrew's giving you game in the chat. Oh, excuse me, folks. Man, we
See
at
what level
70
of
minutes. We
sugars
only
are
got
in the
three
leaves.
motherfuckers in here, bro. We need a pump. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. We need a drop, folks. We at an hour 10. We need some folks to drop in. Here we go. We got a couple coming. Double tap that screen, man. We trying to get some more folks up in here. We just popping out. Who the fuck is a nerd, Andrew? Damn. Damn, bro. I thought we were being nice in chat. Why are you calling people names, bro?
I
I put my
never
I
heard
put
of a
my
Brix
glasses away for the
refractometer.
chat, bro. Nah, that's hey. I got homies, bro, that's their livelihood is their grows. You know what I mean? And fucking
Right?
they up on game. Me, I was just to throw three plants in the backyard, try to smoke a couple months for free, and fucking keep it busy type of motherfucker.
Yeah, no, bro. Fucking, I, for me, it was out of necessity, bro. Because way back in the day, bro, and fucking shit got hit, bro, the whole town would go dry.
Yeah, hundred
You know,
percent. No, I know.
and
I seen Corey. That's why
mom
I
and
was
dad, bro,
correcting
my
myself.
mom and dad discovered I smoked weed one day, bro, and my they were realizing I was growing, but by the time they even realized what I had, bro, my shit was already fucking flower.
Yeah,
You know, and they were impressed. They were just like, okay, do what you're doing, man. So I've been growing weed for a long time, but when you move to when I got used to growing weed in California, California,
yeah.
perfect weather for growing cannabis.
Oh yeah, bro. You could
You get a
bust out
long
all
veg
year
cycle
long
and,
if you
and,
do it
and a
right.
fucking wonderful fucking flower. You know,
Yeah,
and depending on where
you
you are,
throw a greenhouse in your backyard, you can grow all year round out here, bro. As hot as
hmm
it's been lately, because the Earth shifted, bro. So the sun is closer. The sun is closer to us now, and y'all are further away from the sun, so it's colder and shit in Washington now than it used to be back in the day. You know
oh,
what I'm saying?
Washington is just difficult, man.
Yeah,
Like anywhere there's far up north is difficult to grow cannabis. These are the kind of fucking weathers that people have auto flowers for, or they have specific strains with a super short flower time, because we get very short flowering time up here, man.
yeah,
It, and I've had to adjust that. I've had it growing up here. It's been a whole new learning experience.
yeah.
Since I've lived up here, I've popped maybe 5, 6 grows in all the years I've lived up here,
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
I've only had 2 grows that went as planned. No problems. Nothing went wrong. Everything went
Yeah.
right.
Where the fuck is my
the first
music keep turning off, bro?
first
Son of
grow,
a.
man,
Did you
I
take my
grew in the wrong
speaker away?
area. I ended up
It
infested with
was just
mites.
playing music. I'm like, where the fuck did my music go?
See, I've been fortunate, bro. I've never had bud rot, and I've had some pretty beefy plants for some super
No, buddy,
fucking
yeah,
short
just
stocky
Corey and
plants.
Andrew
It's
right
hella
now. We're
bad.
just bullshitting,
But
chopping it up. I was trying to get more in here, but
what's
ain't
up,
nobody
Ben?
hopping. I'll probably restart it and then hop again.
Are you good?
Huh?
Everything good?
Yeah, what you mean?
Or you were talking about stopping it and popping it again?
Oh, I was just saying, fucking Corey said, hey, fucking, I was just talking about because there ain't nobody popping in. So the issue with the way the lives works, right, is we got 4 people, so we're probably like the 10th live up from the bottom of the feed. When you first pop on, you're at the top of the feed. So when people start hitting the feed, you're like the third one underneath the people that got like 1,000 people in their feed, the people that are getting action, right? So if you've been on for like an hour, hour and a half, and you still ain't caught no traction, then you didn't keep. So we had one point in here where there was 27 people in here, but we just didn't keep the attention. We didn't keep the traction, so it dulled down. You know what I mean? 14 likes is probably keeping us, like I said, probably 10 up from the bottom with 3 viewers. But the more likes and the more fucking shit you have, the more your shit'll stay at the top of the chain. Because I be going through the feed. That's how I know. So I'll go through and like the people that I see on the feed all the time that I'll stop at and see what they're doing, they always come up on the top of my feed because the algorithm. And then as I keep going down the feed to just randoms, the gamers and all that shit, they're like more towards the middle and bottom of the feed. And then you get to the
Yeah.
bottom of the feed and it's fucking the people with like one person watching them. And then you scroll in and like you're the only one watching them. So like everybody that's on here with just 0 people are at the bottom of the feed because they're not catching no traction. So generally, like if you go past the hour and you don't catch no traction, then it doesn't You got to restart for the most part to catch them back in. And then once they're in, if they're in the feed and you start talking to the shit that they're saying in the feed, then you're going to keep them interacting with you. You know what I'm saying? And once you keep them interacting with you and people see that you're interacting with them, then they stick around longer to see what's in the feed. They'll start scrolling through and reading the feed, and then they'll start interacting with you to see if you'll interact with them. And then all of a sudden you got trolls in there fucking just saying shit to try to throw you off topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, let
Like
me
18
go ahead.
million children are now going to starve depending on if you're low poverty.
18 million
Miles,
children are
1987.
going
What
to
kind of random
starve
shit is that?
depending on it. Yeah, that's Miles. That's my dog. That's what he's
Oh,
saying. He's saying 18 million children are going to starve if you're not low poverty. So until first on Medicaid cut 40%. Yeah. So that's the thing. Is that I feel like some people are gonna hate me, some people are gonna love me for this. I don't support anybody but my own knowledge. And I feel like if I gotta work my motherfucking ass off to get my medical, why shouldn't you have to work your motherfucking ass off to get your medical? You know what I'm saying? I feel like Medicare should only be for old people, people with fucking medical and mental dependency that can't afford it, right? If you got a fucking medical dependency, you cannot fucking work physically and you need that shit, cool. But these motherfuckers that are just out here collecting that shit, bro, just because they lazy and don't want to fucking work, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you work in a fucking job, that job should provide medical for you. It's that simple. Even if it's a medical you got to pay into, whatever the situation is, cool. But I don't think jobs, I think if you're working a fucking job, you should automatically have medical. Automatically. If you work in a fucking job, you should automatically have medical because you
not
can
if
get
you're
hurt doing
1099.
anything. Huh?
I said, not if you're 1099.
No, if you work in a job for somebody else that's paying into the government's tax bracket, if you go into a physical fucking job and you physically working every day of your life, they should give you insurance because you're physically using your body. So you physically need medical. If you sitting on your fucking ass at home collecting some kind of fucking crochet money, no. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it drives me nuts. Yes, children should automatically have health care until they're fucking 18 years old and can be done with school and go out and get a job. Healthcare automatic for children. No fucking doubt about it. Motherfuckers over 50, healthcare. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But it's like at that point, fucking, if you in that able age of 18 to fucking 50 years old, get your ass out there and fucking work, bro. Pay for your fucking medical like we have to. I'm paying for their medical. I'm paying for my fucking medical and their medical. And y'all want to hate on me. Bro, y'all don't even fucking know. Dude, I literally have to pay. I pay fucking, bro, I pay so much in taxes, it's unreal. So I pay in taxes, which pays for the medical that people receive that they're not paying for, just like everybody else who pays their taxes does. And then they take another chunk of my money out of my fucking check and it goes towards paying for my medical for myself. How come by paying my taxes, I'm not already just paying for medical for myself? If by paying my taxes, see, we should have restarted this live for this conversation. How come if paying my taxes pays other people's medical, then why doesn't paying my taxes pay my own medical? Why do I gotta
Right?
fucking pay medical out of my check towards a whole nother medical fund? Drives me nuts. All right, I'm fucking. If you work at all, bro, you should get fucking medical. That's just the way I feel.
Yeah, for real.
I'll send you. I'll send you a. I'll send you another link. We're gonna jump back in.
All right.